For years, Sean O'Malley was dismissed as a McGregor wannabe and a can-crushing machine who ducked swimming with the sharks due to fears of getting ripped to shreds.
My thoughts on Sean O'Malley is that motherfucker is frail. Frail.
But then he reeled in the biggest fish of them all. And suddenly, he was the real deal.
O'Malley isn't gonna be a star. He is a star.
More people hopped on the Sugar Express when he squished the only man who'd ever beaten him into a pulp. Those are just fallible humans, though. O'Malley's next challenge is not an ordinary human. He's the machine.
Cejudo. He's got Henry Cejudo picked up over his shoulders, and he's talking, and he walks him over towards Mark Zuckerberg. It's Henry Cejudo. That's an Olympic gold medalist, and you're carrying him.
The Georgian steamroller is on a sizzling win streak, and he promises to crush the UFC champ.
I can knock him out, O'Malley. I believe so.
Question is, can he do it?
I could submit Khabib and people would be like, yeah, but...
Before Sean O'Malley and Merab Dvalishvili take center stage at Noche UFC, two of the world's best female fighters will grace the octagon. One is a ballerina who makes her foes dance to her tune. The other is full of Mexican spice that has already swept the former champ off her feet once. The second time was a draw. Will the third time be the charm? The first time Valentina Shevchenko and Alexa Grasso fought at UFC 285, the Mexican boxing specialist troubled her with her fists. But being a veteran with more than 2 decades of fist-fighting experience under her belt, Shevchenko came back and dominated. On the feet, on the mat, absolutely everywhere. By round 4, Shevchenko was on a course to her 8th successive title defense when her spinning back kick met a cruel twist of fate. As Val spun, Grasso took her back, sunk in those hooks, and cut off the blood supply. It was one of the biggest upsets in UFC history.
This is kind of like what happened in mixed martial arts. You win the fight all rounds, all survival, no doubt, and a stupid situation can like change the whole game.
And one that was pretty much a fluke, according to Shevchenko. The two eventually rematched at Noche UFC in 2023, where after a close battle, the fight was ruled a draw. Once again, Shevchenko was left fuming.
Definitely, I think because this event, it's like Mexican Independence Day, that's why it's affected the decision of the judge today.
Nevertheless, she now has a third chance at redemption. Can she reclaim her lost glory? Shevchenko is one of the most well-rounded fighters on the planet. She has elite Muay Thai. She hits hard enough to sleep people. And she has a grappling game that is well above average compared to the rest of the girls in her division. Over 2 fights, Shevchenko had a ton of success with takedowns and ground control, as well as range fighting on the feet. But Grasso is still a trickier challenge than most of the flyweights Valentina has faced over the years. She is a fantastic boxer, with fast and accurate hands and a very sound knowledge of distance management. Her grappling is improving by the day, especially as far as defense is concerned. She may not be the toughest to take down, but she's certainly one of the hardest girls to keep down. Above all, she's a bundle of grit, which is no surprise with that Mexican blood pumping through her veins. Grasso is young and just hitting her prime, while Shevchenko, despite her skills, is aging. The bullet is still damaging, but she's lost some of her sharpness over the past few years. She gets into bad positions a lot. She misses her target at times, and she looks rusty after over 20 years of fighting, and her body doesn't always keep up with the mind these days. That said, we have every reason to believe that this fight is bound to be a war. I expect nothing less from the gritty Grasso, who won't back down, and the GOAT Valentina, who's still one of the most skillful fighters in the world, despite bad decision-making in recent memory. It's as 50-50 as a fight could be. Maybe a 55-45 in Shevchenko's favor, but I expect Grasso to take it, since she's less prone to making errors. The margins are razor close, however. Can we say the same about the main event? Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili is a paradoxical matchup. It's both a puzzle and a no-brainer to predict. It's a no-brainer because it seems like it will either be a Sean O'Malley knockout or a Merab Dvalishvili wrestling masterclass. But is it really as straightforward as it looks on paper? At the same time, it's a puzzle. Because what if Merab Dvalishvili knocks O'Malley out? Or O'Malley submits him? For many, Merab claiming he'll knock out O'Malley seems laughable. Just like how people mocked Khabib when he said he could surprise McGregor on the feet.
Alhamdulillah, tomorrow night I'm gonna smash your boy, guys. I'm gonna smash your boy.
Look what happened there. Merab's wrestling threat makes him a bigger challenge from O'Malley than Aljamain Sterling, who couldn't catch Suga at UFC 292 and ended up getting knocked out after failing to land takedowns. The reason is that Sterling is not a wrestler. He's more of a grappler, who does his best work on the mat, unlike Merab, who is a monster at pressing people, cutting off the cage, and then taking them for a ride. He can do it for 5 rounds, non-stop. He is a cardio freak. Yet, even the best wrestlers can get a little overzealous and leave their chin exposed. And if there's one guy you definitely don't want to hand a free shot to, it's Sean O'Malley. This lanky kid from Montana is a precision maestro. He's not just a sniper, he's more accurate than one. His counters are hawk-like, and his movement in the octagon is so slick, it's like he's dribbling through the cage and scoring 3-pointers with style. Suga's timing is sweet, and if he touches you with that right hand, you're probably gonna wake up in an ambulance. On the feet, O'Malley is a top 3 fighter in the world right now. He has insane distance management, feints, power, angles, and diversity. He has almost every strike in his arsenal, and that's a worry if you're a wrestler with an overhand right at best. If Merab fails to secure takedowns, it's over for him. But even if he manages to secure some, he'll still have to work very hard to control O'Malley on the mat. The American is a big bantamweight. He's super tall with an above-average frame for bantamweight, and he uses that to perfection. He's physically gifted and makes good use of his gifts to take out short and bulky guys. As far as O'Malley's concerned, I can see a multitude of ways in which he can win the fight. He can outstrike Dvalishvili for 5 rounds. He can knock him out. He can submit him off his back. For Dvalishvili, however, the only way to win is by quickly closing the distance and making the fight dirty with clinch battles that lead to takedowns. And repeat. It's not like Merab needs 1 takedown to win a round. O'Malley will get taken down, but he'll get up too, and when he does, he'll try to get a shot or 2 off. He will test Merab's chin. It will be a dogfight. Merab will try to go for 50 takedowns again, and there will be blood. But at the end of the day, O'Malley is simply too smart, too fluid, and too good. I'm done doubting him, so I'll give him the edge here, but I wouldn't be surprised if the machine does what he does best. Who do you think will win the main and co-main events at Noche UFC? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and turn on those notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.